It's the 29th Sunday, and we'll go back to reading from the Gospel, Matthew 22, beginning with verse 15 through 21. Pharisees went off and plotted how they might entrap Jesus in speech. They sent their disciples to him with Herodians, saying, "Teacher, we know that you are a truthful man, and that you teach the way of God in accordance with the truth, and you are not concerned with anyone's opinion, for you do not regard a person's status. Tell us then, what is your opinion? Is it lawful to pay the census tax to Caesar or not?" Knowing their malice, Jesus said, "Why are you testing me, you hypocrites? Show me the coin that pays the census tax." Then they handed him the Roman coin. He said to them, "Whose image is this, and whose inscription?" They replied, "Caesar's." At that he said to them, "Then repay to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God." How often people say, quote, from scriptures, "Don't judge, you're not the judge, not the judge." I agree to a point. But even this little passage we have here, Jesus is judge. He knew their thoughts. He read that he judged their thoughts. In fact, he called them hypocrites. That's a statement as well. He wasn't praising them. So I just get a little uncomfortable when people say, "Oh, I judge. I can't judge." You have to judge in this world. Well, you'd be taken advantage of. It's how we're wired. From the beginning of man, they had to make judgments, instant judgments. You know how what happens to our mind? We simply make judgments real quick because they had to size up a situation. If you delayed, you won't be around anymore. So judgment, how to judge, is it safe? Is it profitable? I just want to do it as an aside. Be careful, because they don't judge. You have to judge. Don't condemn. Don't judge necessarily their motives or the situation. Maybe their background. Maybe they weren't blessed as you were. But still, you have to judge at least externally. This is safe. This is not good. This is good for me. This is unhealthy. So what we have, they want to catch Jesus. The Pharisees were the religious people of the day, and the Herodians were those, somewhat loyal to Herod in Rome. And so now they want to trap him. The people are in the crowd there. So they ask him publicly, and they put him on the spot. Are we to pay the tax or not? Either way, Jesus is in trouble. Because Jesus says that you ought to pay the tax. Well, now you have the Pharisees who think they're outraged because they live in a theocracy, that only God. They don't have any kings, they're not loyal to anybody. And so now he's saying allegiance to the Romans? No way. We are loyal only to God. So this is one of the challenge for them. So he can't say, if he were to say, pay the tax, well, then you're going against the commandments, only God alone. So if he chooses to say, okay, yes, it's not lawful, do not pay the tax, if he tells them, don't pay. Now the Herodians, who are loyal to King Herod in Rome, well, now you are seen as an insurrectionist. You're, of course, people to go against the government. Now they're going to come after you. Oh. So it's like heads, he loses, tails, they win. He can't win in this situation. Isn't it incredible how Jesus can think so quick on his feet, right there in the spot? I don't think he stuttered. I don't think he stammered. He got them, all right? So what he says, whose image is it? And he said, well, Caesar's. And they give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God. Wow. He's quick on his feet, quick thinking. And so another question we can ask ourselves, though, is what belongs to God, though? Let's say today, okay, give to government what's government, give to God what belongs to God. So do we have set up some boundaries, therefore? This is mine, government, and this is God. This is not yours. Keep your hands off. Is that what we do? Because everything we have comes from God. He just lends it to us. We are his stewards to take good care of it, to use it well, but nothing belongs to us. We come with nothing and we leave with nothing. So really a big decision to make on your own is to ask yourself, what belongs to God? What am I holding back? What do I think is mine? Is it the Friday nights, the weekend, what I watch, my computer? But the list could be quite exhaustive. But the key is to surrender everything that glorifies God, that pleases God, because everything is his. Amen.